In this video, I'm going to show you how to use an AI software called Creatify AI. It is a mind-blowing software that allows you to paste the URL of any product in there and then get the actual video that you can upload to TikTok, right? But I'm going to show you in this tutorial how to use this, multiple different ways to use it to get the best video possible that has the highest likelihood to actually perform and get you sales, right? But before anything else, we need to nail the product and the product market fit, right? If we have a page that has a TikTok shop attached to it or has access to TikTok affiliates, right? And we have a product that people don't want, number one, or a product that doesn't fit that audience for that page, we're still going to struggle even with the best video in the world. So the first thing that we need to do is figure out a product that's proven, that's already gone viral, that other people are currently right now having success with, that we can also create videos and kind of siphon off a piece of that pie to get some sales ourselves, right? And we're using Creatify AI because it's really easy to get a lot of videos up. We can make them as high quality as possible and kind of prove the concept without spending a lot of money or a lot of time on creating videos ourselves, right? We're essentially just throwing fishing rods in the water, seeing if fish bite, and if they bite and we get a few sales, then at that point we know that that product's good and we'll reinvest a lot more back into it, whether we order it to ourselves and at that point create more UGC content, or if we then pay somebody to do it for us, or if we order videos from another site like viral ecom ads or whatever, right? But you can still get a decent amount of sales just using this AI software. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So the first thing that you need to do is you actually need to find a product within your niche, right? So you want to open up the product marketplace. It doesn't matter if you're selling from your shop or if you're actually just a TikTok affiliate. You need to find a product within here that's selling well, that's in your niche, okay? So one of the pages that I actually just got to 5,000 followers recently was a fitness page, okay? So I plan on potentially selling things like pre-workout supplements, health supplements, protein powder, or pretty much any lifting thing. One of the things that I saw go viral recently that's on almost every lifting page is these wrist straps. So essentially you just strap in and it allows you to lift more. I see them everywhere, so I'm definitely going to try to sell that. But if I were trying to find a product on the product marketplace currently right now, I might scroll through and kind of see what products fit me. So right here we have the infused sleep gummies. Those don't really work. If we keep scrolling, we want to kind of just find a product. We're just going to spend like 5-10 minutes looking for some of the products that are actually selling well. So right here, the creatine on the right, creatine monohydrate power from Nature Bell, has sold 5,000. So we might want to add that to our showcase. So in that case, if we wanted to sell this product, we'd obviously click add to the showcase, but we click on the product, and then you can see from here, not only does it tell you how much are in stock, and that's crucial because I made the mistake before of actually adding a product that only had like 20 in stock, and it sold out relatively fast. And so while I thought I had a great video, the product that was linked to it was out of stock and it didn't matter, right? So don't make that mistake. Make sure that if you're actually going to spend the time or the effort or the money to create a video, that you're actually linking to a product that won't go out of stock fast. This one won't, so that's the first thing that we notice. Now there's other videos down here on the bottom, videos with this product, as you can see, and it hasn't really had that many viral hits yet. So you can see the one that's got 10,000 views is probably the one that we'd want to mimic here, because that's the easiest way to actually get some results fast, is just do what's already working for other people, right? And TikTok literally shows you what other people and what other videos have sold this product successfully, right? So that's what we want to do. If we were picking this product, we probably want to go after that video and kind of make slight variations of it. But let's find something else. So if we continue to scroll here, we're just seeing like what's suggested to us, because typically what they suggest is either what's selling well now or they think fits you. So just kind of search around. You could also type something into the search bar really fast. So if you wanted to type fitness or workout or treadmill or supplement or whatever it is, or protein, like, you know, the keywords that fit your niche, you can search them in, right? So if we typed in like pre-workout, let's see what the best pre-workout is currently on TikTok shop. So right here, this Echo creatine is literally $13, which is an absolute, that's crazy price, which is exactly why it sold almost 157,000 units. So you can see there's a ton of videos that have gone viral selling this product. And so this probably will be something that we'd want to sell because the price is super low, and you can sell higher priced products on TikTok shop. Don't get me wrong, I've done it. But if you're just getting your feet wet and you're not good at it yet, definitely try to go after lower end products, because it's going to be an easier conversion, because people aren't going to think as much about spending $13 when they might think about spending $80 on a product or $50 on a product, right? You definitely can still sell them. I do all the time, but the path of least resistance is kind of where you want to get started if you don't know what you're doing yet, right? So what I would do if I was going to sell this product is I wouldn't just create a script out of thin air, out of what I thought was good, right? I wouldn't look at the product details and product features and kind of write what I think might work. I would want to go after proven scripts and replicate them and put my own spin on it, right? And so I actually found a product and a video that we're going to mimic right here, right now. And I downloaded that video to my computer, as you can see here. It's literally just a forearm blaster, or like a wrist like roller, I guess, to increase the strength of your forearms. But a lot of shops were selling it and selling it successfully. So I downloaded a video that went viral selling this recently. And I'm going to take you through the whole tutorial really fast of how I would replicate this video and make it my own, upload it to my TikTok, and hopefully get some sales with it. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to transcribe the video, right? What's the actual script that's working in this video? There's many ways to do that. You can't actually upload this to YouTube and use a transcribing service because it's a short. Most of them are going to be shorts. And in my experience, most of those like free transcribers with YouTube videos don't work with shorts. It has to be a long form video. So what you could do is you could use a software like Veed, and that will transcribe it for you, although you do need to pay. You could also just play it and then open up like Word on your phone or open up Word on your computer and just have it transcribed, right? So if I opened up Word right here, if I just press dictate like this, it'll just listen to what I'm saying and write the words on the computer for me, right? So like Let me show you. If I just played this video from my phone, we dictate it. This is an example of how Word dictates different things on the computer based on what it's hearing. Like, see how cool that is? It just reads it off, right? And it's free. You don't need to pay for any software. It will then, at that point, give you the script for free instantly, which you can then take in and put your own spin on it. You do want to keep like the bones of the script. So typically speaking, you want to keep the hook, like that first like 5 to 10 second hook in the beginning, because that's what works best to actually get people to stay on the video, right? You need to build from there. But here's the original script. I literally wrote it down. We brought our favorite forearm blaster to the gym to see if Gym Bros were up for the challenge. Let's see how he does. This simple yet effective design is designed, and you can see the exact script that I wrote down right here, right? Now I did take this original one out when I rewrote it to kind of put my own spin on it, because I know personally that I'm not going to be taking it to a gym to test other people, and I don't really have any B-roll that makes sense with that, because I'm going to be using Creatify AI for this example. So I took that out, as you can see, and I just put a new intro in there that says, you've never got a forearm workout like this before. But then I pretty much kept the same overall script. I kept the main next point, and I kept the call to action at the end. So it changed into, you've never got a forearm workout like this before. This simple yet effective piece of equipment is designed to target and strengthen your forearms with every roll, which is from their script already. It improves grip strength, which leads to lifting more, which leads to bigger gains, bro. And the best part is we're having a sale right now. Head over to the TikTok shop before it's too late. And that's literally their CTA as well, which apparently worked for them, right? Now we have the product, we have the script that we hope is going to be a winner because it's very similar to theirs. Now we need to make the actual video. So here we are on Creatify AI. It's gonna, one, suggest you amazing scripts, and you'll see that here in a second. You can also see I literally use it myself. I've upgraded the plan myself. That's how much I believe in it. I'm not just telling you you should do it. I literally use this. It's gonna give you several variations of the video, which you can then just post to TikTok yourself, or you can use it for B-roll, because what it does is it takes all the stuff from the listing and the URL of the product that you give it, and it turns it and kind of edits it around with that product and the videos on there, so that it's creating an entirely new video that you can then post to TikTok as well, right? Even if it's your voiceover or the AI's voiceover. So I'll show you a little demo here of this now, right? So the first thing that you need to do, obviously, is use this software. The next thing that you need to do is you need to find that product on somewhere that has a lot of information and reviews or product pictures or videos already. It's really easy to just go to Amazon, because first and foremost, there's typically speaking that product on Amazon or a product very, very similar. And also on top of that, you're gonna get a lot of information because they typically have a well-written description, product pictures, product title, features, etc. And a lot of them have a lot of reviews and a lot of review videos, which is perfect to create these videos for the AI to actually draw from, right? So I found it right here, this Yes for All wrist forearm blaster with 2,700 reviews. So let's click on the listing. As you can see here, plenty of pictures, information for the AI, and it even has 6 videos on the listing, and it probably has a lot of review videos as well. So what do we do? Well, all we need to do is just use the URL. So we copy the URL of this product, we take it into Creatify AI, create new video, paste the product URL right there, super complicated, and then you can do analyze URL, and it's literally going to pull the product name, the product description, and all the media from that listing, right? So you see right here, it's got the pictures, and it's also got all the videos on that listing, right? Now this is really cool. So you could then next, at this point, pick the aspect ratio, pick the video length. If you wanted to optionally put in your target audience, say you only want to market to, like, 18-year-old gym bros, whatever it is, right? You can tell the demographic there, the age range, and whether it's male or female, or any keywords or anything like that to describe your audience. Obviously, then click next, and it's going to generate your AI scripts, right? Now, you can use these AI scripts, and you'll see that a lot of them are actually pretty good, surprisingly. Some of them aren't, but a lot of them are. So you could also, if you don't like any of these, generate more scripts, right? And this part is completely free, right? You don't need to actually sign up and use Creatify AI and like upgrade to get the scripts. You have to be able to export the videos with no watermark. You have to upgrade and pay for the software. But if you were just strapped trying to look for like good scripts for a product, you can get to this part completely free, and it actually does a really good job of generating scripts, right? So what's an example of that? Ever felt like your workouts are missing something? That was me until I discovered the Yes for All wrist and forearm blaster. Now, if you didn't want Yes for All in there, you could just edit that out by literally clicking edit, deleting Yes for All, and then you could say, that was me until I discovered this wrist and forearm blaster. Trust me, it's a game changer for strength and grip. Get yours now. AI literally generated that for us. We did not give it any other information other than the URL. It's crazy. And you can generate as many scripts as your heart desires. It will keep pumping them out for you. Or to go back just to show you, because there's all this media in here, it's going to try to use the best parts of this media and the product description to come up with a good video for us, right? And so a little hack that I definitely recommend you try out is delete all the product images, so it's just using the videos, if possible, from your product listing, so that you're getting the best parts, and it doesn't kind of flash into pictures, which can actually work better sometimes, don't get me wrong. But if you're just starting out, I definitely recommend watching these videos that it has and picking the best videos for you, right? Now, I don't want to use that. I wanted to actually use a bunch of them for this example, but I'm just saying you should test that out, because some of my best videos are ones where I've deleted all the product images here and then watched the videos and only picked like 1 or 2 of the best videos, and I'm not listening to what they're saying, because this is just going to be the B-roll of the actual video. I'm just looking for the product being demonstrated, right? Somebody using the product, because that's going to be in the video, right? So that's a little hack. Delete all the ones that are bad here, but again, just to show you an example, I'm not going to for this example. So we're going to go back, we're going to click next again, and now here's where you could use those AI scripts, like I said before, right? Or since we've already got a proven script, because we spent the time to actually go and make a proven script our own that already went viral, we can paste that in there, right? So you can use these AI scripts. They actually do pretty pretty well from time to time if you pick a good one, right? And like I said before, some of these are pretty good. Or you can pick the DIY approach and just paste your script in there, and that way you're using a proven script with a proven hook that's very, very similar to a video that's gone viral already. They're going to do the voiceover for you and just put over some other B-roll of the product being used, so it's a very similar video and has a high likelihood to also do well for you. So then you click next, and it's going to start generating the video and give us several different variations that we can pick from, right? And you don't have to be charged any of the credits or pay for anything until you decide to export, right? So you can play around with this until you find a really good video, and then only export once you're happy with the video, right? And this software has been mind-blowing for me because it really takes a lot of the time out of the equation. I've tried so many different ways to create these videos, and they either take a lot of money by either outsourcing it to another UGC creator, right, to do it for you, or to another editor to overlay B-roll on it for you, or it takes a lot of time, right, which might be the best route if you don't have a lot of money to begin with, right? Then you do want to spend your time and your sweat equity creating the videos yourself and editing them together, whether you're doing it somewhere like Final Cut Pro, Adobe Premiere Pro, or just on CapCut or on the TikTok editor itself. All those can work, but it takes a lot of time to pump those videos out. But this actually gives you high quality B-roll on top of a proven script already, and so you can upload several variations of this and kind of get a feeler out and test to see if people are going to buy into this product and if it's actually going to do well or not. So just to show you some examples here, you can just go with the overall B-roll approach here of them using the product.
Like this before, this simple yet effective piece of equipment is designed to target and strengthen your forearms with every roll. Improved grip strength leads to lifting more.
And obviously this guy isn't the one talking here, so it looks a little bit off, but he's kind of showing and demonstrating the product,
which leads to bigger gains, bro.
But based on if we did or didn't like this, right? Like, we didn't like him in there, what we could do is just go back and then deselect that video and tell it to re-roll into a new one so that he's not in there and all the other images are, right? So that's what you might want to try just to get a good video, right? But there's also just to show you other variations of this video. So you can get an AI person talking.
Ever got a forearm workout like this before?
And this typically is what I've been doing a lot lately that's had the best results. Either the AI guy green screen talking in the bottom corner about the product also being shown. Something about that retains the audience a little bit better in my opinion. Or just going with a full-on product video here on the left that just shows the B-roll. Both of those have been the best approaches for me. And when you're watching the actual, don't pay attention to the lips of the guy here and what he's saying because it looks off in the actual preview. Otherwise, you could just rip this video and they wouldn't charge you for it. But when you actually render and export it, it is synced up perfectly and it actually looks like an actual human is talking. You can barely tell unless you know it's AI generated. A lot of people are not going to notice, right? So here's an example of one that I rendered and exported.
You've never got a forearm workout like this before. This simple yet effective piece of equipment is designed to target and strengthen your forearms with every roll.
So pretty good. Again, what we'd want to do ideally is go back and take this guy's video out. So we'd go all the way back to these videos right here and we'd find the video of him, not that one.
Hi everybody, I'm Dr.
That's the one right there. So this one. So we would delete that video so that they can't use that. We might even delete a lot of these pictures and then we'd re-roll it again and see what it comes up with now without that guy so that the B-roll is different, right? But that is how I'm using this software, rewriting other proven scripts and taking a lot of the time out of the equation so that it's not 100% automated, but 90% automated. It saves so much of my time. It doesn't cost that much compared to outsourcing to an editor or spending a lot of my time doing it myself. And this way you can test a lot of products with a lot of different video variations very quickly. And just like I said in the beginning, the whole idea here is, of course, it would be great if one of these videos went viral, blew up, and you made a lot of money, right? That would be great, and that's definitely possible. I've had some of them do pretty well, but the whole strategy with using this is just kind of throwing in feelers, right? Throwing that metaphorical fishing rod into the water and seeing where the fish are biting on what product scripts. And then at that point, once maybe you upload a video like this and you get 5 sales with that video, and it gets like 2,000 views or 5,000 views, then you know you've got a proven product, a proven video script, and that at that point is when you want to spend more time, potentially more money into creating that script with a better video with better B-roll. Alright, so I want to demo a AI software tool that I've been using to create TikTok shop videos and TikTok affiliate videos very, very easily, and it does an extremely good job, in my opinion, for what you're actually getting, right? Because if you have any experience doing this, you'll know that it takes either a lot of your time to create these videos, or it takes a lot of money to outsource it to an editor that does a good job, or another UGC content creator who's actually creating the content for you, and that can get expensive really fast, right? So this solves both of those problems because it doesn't cost very much to actually operate this. I think the lowest plan is like $40 a month. So it doesn't cost very much, and it does it super fast, and it actually, like, you're not sacrificing quality either. I'm going to show you how it works, right? So as always, the first thing that you want to start with is the product, right? You need a good product because it doesn't matter how good your video is. If nobody wants to buy the product and it's not an in-demand product, it doesn't matter, right? So first you start with the product. Then the next thing you want to start with is the product market fit, right? Because let's say you have a great product and you have a great video, but if you're pitching it to the wrong audience, right, or your page isn't around that, the initial people that it's being suggested to aren't going to be interested in it. And so it has a lower likelihood to go viral, right? So product, you need a proven product, and product market fit. Now, assuming you have both of those, and it's very easy to do product research on TikTok Shop, you can use something like Data. It's essentially just a software that shows you the hottest different products on TikTok Shop for each category and niche very, very easily. You could also just browse TikTok Shop manually yourself because it literally shows you what's selling. Search a keyword that's related to your niche. If you're in fitness, for example, search weightlifting, search supplement. You get the picture, right? So it's very easy to actually find a product that's proven and already selling. One example of one that I keep using because I see it all over fitness TikTok is these lifting straps, right? And not only that, they're all over, they're proven, and they're relatively cheap, right? So to use this software, you need to give it a good listing, right? The first thing that you want to do is search a website where it's going to be on. And most of these products, even though it might not be the exact product, something very similar probably sells on Amazon in most cases, if not all cases, 99% of them. So I found a bunch of examples of these wrist straps. This one right here, all Amazon listings have, high quality listings, for example, right? So you're going to get decent pictures most of the time. You're going to get a decent title, a decent description, and all that's data that the AI tool pulls in to create the script for you, which is a game changer. I'm going to show it to you here in a second. Also, the pictures can help because you can add them into videos, but we probably won't use pictures for our videos. We're going to use all video, which brings me to the next point of why you want a high quality listing that has a lot of sales, because if it has a lot of sales on Amazon, then chances are that seller went to the trouble of creating a product video to put in the listing, as you can see on this example right here, or on this example right here. So if we open this one up, you'll see 7 videos right here on the listing. Now, this is crucial because the AI software that we're going to use is going to pull in all the data from this listing to then create a product video for us, a product script. And ultimately what I'm trying to tell you is if you give it a high quality listing with a lot of assets, so to speak, videos, pictures, titles, descriptions, it's going to make a lot better video for you than if you give it a listing with no reviews, no product video, and not that much information, right? So we could use either one of these. Let's take these as an example. It's got 28,000 reviews, 7 videos on this listing, a pretty decent, a lot of information here on the product listing. So all we need to do is we go to creatify.ai and you sign up. You can see right here, I use it myself. Then you're going to go to create now. And the only thing you really need to do to get started is just paste your product URL in there. So we're going to paste the product URL and let it go to work. Hit analyze URL, and it usually takes about, anywhere from 10 to 30 seconds to come back with stuff. Now, what you want to do here is, I used to tell people to delete all the product pictures out here because you really want to focus on a lot of the videos, and you can do that. That actually is a good strategy, but lately I've been leaving the product pictures in there because sometimes they make sense, and they'll do like a zoom effect, which can kind of make sense for the end of a video at some points for a call to action, be like, if you're like, check these out, or you're trying to focus on a specific aspect of the product. So lately I've been leaving them in. So the next thing you just want to do is click next. It's got all those product assets. As you can see, it pulled the product name, right? The title of the listing, the product description, and everything that comes with that, and all the pictures and all the videos that were on that listing. Hence why I was talking about in the beginning, why you want to give it a lot of assets, a listing that has a lot of assets. Now you pick your aspect ratio, right? Since we're obviously doing this for TikTok Shop or TikTok affiliates, we're going to pick the 9:16 aspect ratio. You can also set your video length, which it will come up with based on that, a longer script or a shorter script, depending on what you choose here. I've had the most success going with shorter videos, believe it or not, at 15 seconds. They're also the easiest to edit because this is going to generate them for you, and then you barely have to move anything around. If you do 30 seconds to 60 seconds, it probably will still only take you like a minute or two to create the video once you get good at it with the AI assisting you. But 15 seconds is really easy, so I'll show you an example. Now, you can also put your target audience in there if you want, like if it's like e-commerce or, like women that are 18 to 25, whatever your target market is. If you know that, you put that in. I usually don't. I just leave it blank, and then you hit next. And then right here's where it'll take probably about 30 seconds to a minute, depending on how many assets it has, to jumble different things around, come up with a video script, and then it will create the video for you. So there we go. It generated us 3 AI scripts that are pretty solid, right? You can always edit them by using this if you want to. So we'll take one of these as an example here in a second, and I'll show you using an AI script that they generate. But if you already have your own script, say you wrote it, if you know like your product really well and you're selling your own products, or if you're going off a proven like script that somebody else has done and you kind of are remaking that video, which is another proven tactic that I often recommend, then you just click on DIY and you paste your script in there, and then you click next to create the video. It will use your script to create the video. It will have an AI voiceover with your script that sounds very, very good, and then it will also create the video for you. But we're going to, for this example, use an AI script here, right? So let's read through and we'll pick the best one. If we don't like any of them, we just click generate more scripts here, and boom, it will generate 3 to 5 more scripts that we can look through to find a good one. So as it's doing this, we're going to pick one of the best ones here. Let's see. 3 reasons why you need these Harbinger lifting straps: enhanced grip strength, wrist cushioning, and heavy-duty durability. Get yours now. Trust me, it will level up your game. That's not bad. Yo fam, just got the Harbinger lifting straps, and let me tell you, game changer in the gym. Less hand pain, more lifting. Trust, it's the new wave. Check them out and elevate your game. That one's okay. Ever wanted to level up your... I usually like to start with like a problem, so I'll present the problem to them, and then that product is the ultimate solution to that. So this is a pretty solid beginning right here, right? Problem solution. Struggling with grip fatigue during workouts? Question mark. Which is exactly what these solve. Try Harbinger padded cotton lifting straps with Neotech cushion. Say goodbye to fatigue and smash your. So I'm gonna use this one because I like the way it presents the problem in the beginning. But honestly, any of these would work, and you can obviously generate more scripts if you wanted to if you didn't like any of these. So if you like this right off the bat, you just click select and then click next. I'm gonna edit this because I like to take the actual brand name out because God forbid I change the actual specific lifting straps that I'm actually selling or linking to. I don't want to actually have the name of that brand in the video. I want it to be like broad so I can use that over again, right? So then you're just going to click edit there, and then you edit it around. So struggling with grip fatigue during workouts, question mark, try, instead of the actual name, I'm going to say try these lifting straps with a durable cushion. Say goodbye to fatigue and smash your lifting goals with these game changer. Get these now and take your lifts to the next level. To the next level. They're even on sale right now. And then I'll show you how to actually kind of have a call to action in the video here. So struggling with grip fatigue, I think that's a pretty solid script. We're going to save it, we're going to select it, and now we're going to click next. And here's where it's going to create the video for you. And in the beginning, I would just take the video at face value, download it, upload it to TikTok, link my product, and call it a day. And I had some success with that. But here's where you're actually going to get more bang for your buck if you edit this around a little bit, because you really have all the assets now, and you don't need to take it into an editing software like Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro. You can do it all here pretty quickly. So instead here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click edit. I typically like to go after the product one. You can also play around with some of their AI avatars, and they actually do look like they're humans saying the words. So some of them can work. I've had some success with like the green screen effect guy like speaking over the product. It can work from time to time, but I personally just like to focus on the product in the video, so that's what I'm going to choose here to show you as an example. Test them all, see what works best for you. So I'm going to click edit on this video, and we're going to kind of edit it around to make sure it looks good. The first thing that I'd recommend that you do is take the music out. So you can either click on music and unselect it, or you can just mute the music here, and then when you actually export it, it won't have the music. The reason I say that is because most of the time when you upload these, it's going to be fine. Your song is not going to get muted, but every once in a while I'll upload and I'll come back into TikTok later and realize my video is muted because of the music that they picked for this actual video, right? So I always just, as a rule of thumb, mute it, and I'll typically, lately at least, been uploading it without music, but even if you wanted to add music, just add it in TikTok when you're uploading, right? It's so much easier to do it that way, and if you add a commercial sound, then you don't have to worry about it getting muted. But I'm just going to delete the music here. Another way that you can do is just click on music over here on the left, and then scroll down to the one that they picked and uncheck it, all right? Back to the scripts. You can edit that. You can obviously change it around if you want to like make the captions look a lot better. You can switch the subtitles around if you wanted subtitles in red. This is usually my favorite. These subtitles work a lot better too. You can have animations if you want them to kind of move around. You can play around with it. There's a lot of cool features here. But back to the actual editing of the video, what you really want to focus on after you mute the music is the assets down here. And you can see little windows of these assets where there's one right here, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what you can do is if you want to, these are the clips that they pulled from the actual product listing, right? So some of them are videos, some of them are pictures, and you can edit them out. You'll see them in sequence over here. So if you click on this one, it's the first one. If you click on this one, it's the second one right here. If you click on this one, it's the third one right here. And if you don't like them or how they show up, you can either edit them and change them, because if you click edit, for example, on this one, because this one's a picture, you edit it, and then you can change it out with any of the other assets, and just it will zoom in or have like a feature of it, or you can just pick the videos, right? So I'm going to pick this one where it's kind of focused on the product here, and we'll click done for that, and that switched the third asset out. Another thing that you could do is you can also shorten them. So if you wanted that a little shorter, you can shorten it. If you want this clip in the beginning where he's talking about the lifting straps right here a little bit longer, you can do it that way and just kind of stretch them out. It's really easy to edit this. So let me show you what it looks like, and then we'll actually go through and edit it around. And then when you're done, you just click render. You have to buy credits, obviously. So if you sign up for the original package, I think it's like $39.99. I think you get 40 credits. So pretty good deal. I think that comes out to like $5, $6 a video, which these create pretty good videos very quickly. And you can obviously use them for TikTok affiliates or TikTok shop. So I think this thing's a game changer. I'm going to click render and I'll show you the final product here. And one more cool thing that I forgot to mention as well is if you use CTA right here, you can actually create a CTA where it's pointing down in the video to your TikTok shop, right? So I'm going to click brand logo, and I'm actually going to upload an arrow. You don't have to do it this way, but you can. So I'm going to upload this arrow just as an example. There we go. For text here, I'm going to say on sale now with an arrow pointing. And the arrow is going to be down here, so it's pointing right to where the link's going to be in the bottom left. Make it a little smaller so it's kind of subtle. And of course, this is at the end, as you can see here, but you can drag this if you want it just a little bit shorter. You don't have to have them both. But I'm going to have it right for that clip at the end there almost. So on sale now, you can switch up the text color, you can switch up the text style, you can switch up the font. Just as an example here, I'm going to show you what it looks like. So let's play it through and make sure it can kind of be seen on the screen, and it can. So I'm going to drag it in a little bit less. All right, so this is what the final video looks like when you export it, and that probably took, I don't know, a minute or two, and I did it really slowly just to kind of show you.
Struggling with grip fatigue during workouts? Try these lifting straps with a durable cushion. Say goodbye to fatigue and smash your lifting goals with these game changers. Get next level. They're even on sale right now.
Now, not my best video by far, but you can create high quality videos, and I think that this one would do pretty well. It might not smash records, but it might result in a few sales. And if you spend a little bit of time in this software, you can create high quality videos. It's really been blowing my mind. Obviously, the one that I just showed you, I exported before I input the CTA. So if you input the CTA, the end is really going to call to action down by the shop where the link is. So try that out as well. But I really believe in this software. There's multiple ways that I'm able to make TikTok Shop and TikTok affiliate videos with 100% AI, without showing my face, without getting on camera and selling products myself, or without even using my own human voiceover. It works, and I'm going to show you exactly how I do it with this software here today. Now, this is Creatify.ai. This by far is the best software that I've come across that does this extremely well. So I'm going to show you two ways that I use this today. I used to, when I started, just upload the products and the URLs to this software, and then whatever it generated, I would upload that to TikTok. And while I had a little bit of success doing that, the product videos didn't really hit as well because they didn't really fit as good as they could have, right? But I've gotten a lot better at using this software, and I'm going to show you how you should do it so that you can create banger product videos that are very, very good, that actually turn viewers into customers, okay? So first and foremost is you need a product, right? So the first thing that you should do is create new. There's two ways you can actually approach this. Either you can upload the product manually, or you can analyze a current URL, right? Both work very well. In my opinion, if it's a popular product on TikTok already, then you should upload manually. And the way that you can essentially do that is you go find the product first and foremost, just to show you an example of what product we're going to use, right? So it's this compressed air duster. I've been seeing it all over my TikTok feed for the past week or so. So this is the example product that we're going to use for this video. And so let's just search that in TikTok if we were going to upload manually, right? So you can see compressed air duster. There's several videos that have already done very well. This one has 1.3 million, 25,000. As we scroll down, over 600,000, 12,000, 13,000, 4 million. That's a different one. And so you'd want to find one of all of them with this orange one right here that is the same product essentially, right? If that's the one that you're linking to. So as an example, we're going to take this product video and we're going to take it into a TikTok downloader. Very easy to use. You just Google them, download the TikTok video, download it HD without the watermark, obviously, because we are going to use this product video on the Creatify AI software. And you would just go through and you would use a bunch of these different videos that are already popular. And essentially all you're doing is, for all the people that get butthurt that you're copying out there, you're not copying these people's videos. You're just using portions, small portions of their video as B-roll for your new video that you're creating, okay? So I know a lot of people get upset about this. Honestly, it doesn't really bother me. I'm just explaining to you what works, full transparency. A lot of people don't. If you're offended by this, that's fine. It's not for you, okay? So what I do is I'll use this as B-roll, right? And I'll show you, you'll understand a little bit more once we get into the Creatify AI software, but you can use the popular videos on TikTok for that product already, and then upload those product videos as assets into Creatify AI, and you would just upload manually here, and then you would literally upload the media that you just downloaded. So there's that video right there, still downloading. We would upload it into Creatify AI and use those assets, right? Or the easier route, which does work, but doesn't work as well in my opinion, is just use a URL, right? So we found this product on Amazon, and when you're doing it from Amazon, the key to actually make good videos is to give it a lot of assets, right? So what do I mean by assets? Well, obviously every Amazon product has a good title, has a good description already with a lot of information and keywords, and that's crucial because the AI on Creatify AI will actually go through to create your script based on that information. And you want to make sure that it has a lot of videos, and if it has a lot of reviews, typically speaking, that means that the person for this listing would have, in most cases, gone through and created a video for it to help increase the conversion rate on Amazon, because clearly if there's 3,000 reviews, it's been selling a lot, so they've invested more time probably to sell their listing. You could also use review videos on that listing as well, which is another reason that you want to go after highly reviewed products, because a lot of times there's going to be review videos of them. But you can see if you just click on the listing, there's 2 videos right here for you, and that's typically what we'd be using, right? So if you copy the URL, all you'd essentially do is go back where you analyze the URL, you'd paste the URL in there, and you can see here Creatify AI does Amazon, Shopify, Etsy, eBay, all those products, all those websites, right? So we analyze the URL from Amazon, and for this is a TikTok affiliate video, right? But you could also do this for dropshipping on Amazon, because in a lot of ways, most of the products that you're going to see on TikTok Shop, not all of them, but most of them are going to be on Amazon as well. So then what you want to do is you want to go through and you want to delete, in my opinion, all the product pictures on the listing, right? You just want to use the product video. And you could also do a combination of both, where you actually upload the product URL from Amazon, as well as download some of the videos off TikTok from other popular creators. The more assets that you give Creatify to create the video, the more customization you'll be able to have, and the better you'll be able to make the video, right? And the cool thing about this is you can make a bunch of videos with the same assets that are all different, with different scripts, different B-roll, different sections of each video. It makes it so easy to edit. So we're going to click create video with those assets. Next. And then here's where you can pick the aspect ratio. Obviously, if you're doing TikTok affiliates or TikTok Shop, it's going to be 9:16. The video length is really a preference. So I've played around with 15 seconds. I've played around with 30 30 seconds. For a while, I like 15 in the beginning, and then for a while there, I was back to 30 seconds because it was a little bit longer and you could accumulate more watch time on that video, and I thought that worked better. And I've honestly had success doing both of them, so test them out and kind of see which one you like better. Lately, I've been back to 15 seconds just because they're easier to edit and create and pump out a lot more videos a lot faster because it's less of a portion that you have to edit with this software, even though it's already super easy. But you can play around with them. Sometimes 30 seconds works better in my experience. Sometimes 15 seconds works better as well. Test it, play around with it. If you know your target audience, which some people do, you could also put that in there. So if you're only marketing to 17, or I guess it'd be 18 to 30-year-old women because it's like a makeup or whatever, then that's what you put in there. Just give it a little bit more information because it's going to take all this information that you're giving it and also create the scripts with it, okay? Then you click next and let the AI do its work. It's going to generate the scripts for you automatically based on the keywords, based on the information. It's going to learn everything about the product from the URL that you gave it. In this case, it's the Amazon URL, which is why I said the more information you give it, the better it will create the scripts, the more B-roll you'll actually have. And as you can see, it generated some AI scripts here. So this is where you're going to do your scripting, right? So some of the AI scripts are actually really good. And of course, you can edit them if it has the product brand in there, or if you want to adjust it a little bit just so it sounds more human-like. Honestly, I've had some success just using some of these AI scripts. It pumps out some pretty good ones, but if you want to be 100% sure, what I always say is just mimic the script from a popular video, right? So to go back to the compressed air duster, what I would do essentially that, would give you the highest likelihood of success, because you're kind of piggybacking off of what's already working for other creators, is some of these popular videos like this one right here and this one right here. I would literally just play them, listen to the script, write it out, and then change the script into my own words, and obviously keep the same 5 to 10 second hook in the beginning, and then I would paste that script into here manually under DIY, because then the AI would create the script and the video based on that, right? But you don't have to do that. I've also had success just with the AI scripts as well, so let's go through a few of them. Struggling with dust on your gadgets in tight spaces? I found my solution in this air duster with its 3-speed modes and LED light. Cleaning became a breeze. Get yours now and enjoy the cleanliness. If you don't like any of these scripts as well, again, oftentimes it will create you pretty good ones if you just adjust it slightly. You can generate more scripts and it will create more scripts for you, literally unlimited, and you can use any or all of them and just create multiple videos, right? So ever thought cleaning could feel almost fun? That's actually a pretty good one. In the midst of chaos, ever struggle with a dusty keyboard or computer? That's the exact problem, right? Problem solution. So it's telling you the approach that it's giving, right? I typically speaking like the problem solution one's better, but some of the other ones can work as well. So ever struggle with a dusty keyboard or computer that's too delicate for traditional cleaning? The problem. And then enter the solution, which is the product. So let's edit this one by clicking these little edit buttons, and then you can literally type and switch around the words, right? So I like that beginning. Let's keep that. And instead of meet the Fusion whatever with the actual brand, I'm going to say enter the compressed electric air duster. With its 3-gear, 51,000 RPM motor and cordless design, it's your ultimate cleaning partner. And then I'm going to delete the rest of this because we're going to keep it short, under 15 seconds. Select that if we like that. Again, you could create more scripts if you don't, or you can enter your own DIY one that you basically took from an emulated other video that already did well. Click next, and now it's going to create the actual B-roll and the video, which we can adjust. So it's starting to create the videos here, as you can see. Every once in a while, I'll use the green screen effect because it doesn't, if you click on the green screen effect and you watch it from within the editing right here, it looks like the guy's voice and face aren't synced up, and it looks really AI generated, right? However, if you render and export it, it's really synced up and it looks a lot better, and oftentimes you can't really tell. I don't really ever go where the actual guy's the focus because I feel like that's too big. You want the focus on the product when you're selling that. But this can actually work. Export one and you'll see what I mean, okay? So product right here is typically the one that I'll go after, and I don't render it, which is what I used to recommend. Instead, I'll edit the video because there's a lot of adjustments and improvements that you can make just within the editor here. Look how easy they make it. So the first thing that I'll do is I'll go through and I'll mute the actual music, right? Just click mute on the music. The reason being, often the music that they're going to give you is going to be totally fine, right? But every once in a while, they'll give you a sound that isn't commercial on TikTok, and your product video will get muted, which is, annoying kind of sometimes. So just mute the music and input it manually yourself on TikTok with commercial sounds, or no sound at all, just a voiceover, okay? That's the first thing, mute the music. Now we're going to go into script right here, and you'll see there's the script. Now the first thing I like to do is change the subtitle to either blue or this red one. I personally think that they look better. So we could go red, we could go blue. Both of them look good. Let's go red for this video. The next thing that you could add that's really been beneficial is a CTA. So you'll see the CTA comes in at the end, right? And you'll see it pop up over here at the very end. It works really well. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is the text on the CTA, right? You could say on sale on the TikTok shop while supplies last. Or you could say on sale, or currently on sale, or was $100, now 20, whatever it is, right? Test different CTAs. There's a million different variations of what will work. Another way that you can find good ones is watch the videos that are already proven, that have already done well, see what CTAs that have worked for them, use those. But just to kind of show you, we're just going to say now, I think it was 25 bucks or 30 bucks. I don't remember. I'm not actually going to upload this video. I'm just going to show you an example of how to create it. Brand logo right here. For brand logo, I'll literally take a PNG arrow. So we'll use this arrow right here. And the reason being is I'll minimize this and literally point to where they they can click on the TikTok shop, right? So now it's saying now just $30, and with like a little arrow pointing to the part on TikTok shop where they'd actually click that product and purchase. I've noticed personally that this increases my conversion rate. You don't have to do this, but you can if you want to. Again, I would say test both depending on the product, the audience, see what works better for you. But this is a cool little feature right here because you can drag this so that it's like only at the end if you wanted to, or you could drag it out, and it literally blurs the video with just the CTA at the end, so they can't actually see that video on the timeline here from here to the end of the video. It's just the CTA with the video playing and the voiceover playing in the background. So in my experience, this does go a long way to actually increase your conversion rates. Test it out. You don't have to use it, but I recommend that you try it. And then the next thing that you need to do is just adjust the assets, right? So you can see it's taking little portions of the video here on the bottom, right? You can drag them and make them shorter. You can move them over. You can, again, make them shorter. Just take little portions of the successful videos or portions of the Amazon videos that were on the listing to create the B-roll that goes over and ultimately creates the video. The reason that you can get away with using other people's videos on TikTok is because you're not copying their video. You're just taking a small portion, as you can see here, of a part of their video and combining it with a small portion of another part of another video, and you're making it your own video. It's reused content. It goes within the terms of service. You're allowed to do this. It's not literally like you're just copying somebody's full video and somebody's full script and making it your own. You're changing it up. You're adding something to it. That's crucial, okay? So now we're just going to drag one over and add another one on the timeline here just to fill out the edge. And obviously you want short, smaller clips for B-roll. We're not actually going to hear the voice on these assets, right? They're just the video B-roll, as I'll show you here in a second, right? And the shorter the clips, typically speaking, obviously you don't want to change them like every second or two, but like 3 to 5 to sometimes like 7, 8 seconds is good because you want to switch up the B-roll. You want it to move to a different shot of the product or somebody talking about the product, because on TikTok, people's attention spans are super minimal. They're super short already. So you need to change up not just what they're hearing, but the effects, but also the video, right? It can't be the same long, drawn-out video of the same exact shot of a product. It's not going to hold attention enough. Your product videos will not do well. And now comes the fun part where we drag in the actual product videos, right? So for example, let's use this one right here as the beginning. We'll drag this one in right here as a second one, and we'll drag this one back in just because I know that this is a good example video because I've obviously used this again in the past. You could also use this video, drag it in here at the end of the guy talking about it. And the cool part about this is to see what parts of the video and select different parts of the video of the actual product. Well, let me drag this one in just to show you as an example for this middle one, right? To select different portions of this video, you just click that actual segment. So if we want to change the first one, we click the first one, we go into edit right here, and now we can see exactly what's being played. That's a picture part of the video, but if we drag it over, it's playing this portion right here within the actual TikTok size box of the video. That's what you're going to see based on that time frame. You can drag it, take different portions of the video. It literally shows you what that portion of the video will be. So you could use multiple portions of this video, multiple portions of another video, combine them, mix and match them. That's what makes this software so cool, so powerful, and so easy to use. Literally, it's been blowing my mind. I've been screaming from the rooftops or the hilltops or however that saying goes about use this software, test this out. It's mind-blowing. I feel like not enough people are listening to me, quite frankly. So I'm going to click done. I'm going to move this over to like one that actually demonstrates the value of the product. Start with the mess right there. That's a good one. So done. The next one, we want to click in and edit, see what portion of this video is actually being used. It looks like somebody's just talking about this product. So we'd probably drag it over a little bit more, see what they're showing. This video, this guy kind of sucks. If we wanted to change it, we could just pick this one. All your assets are going to be here for you to choose from. Let's drag it over to where he's kind of showing the product like this. So he's kind of holding this product. Not the best portion of B-roll, but obviously you get the picture. We're going to click done there. This, I think, was that actual product video, so we'll drag this one back in just as an example. Then again, edit. If you wanted to, let's say, use a different portion of this video of it cleaning like this. Great example right there. If you wanted to use the left side, just drag this. It's movable, as you can see. So I'm going to use like right here. I think that's actually, let's focus right there. Done. And now the last part is just this guy talking, so let's edit that. Or maybe he's blowing up the... It's actually pretty decent, so I'm going to click done. And this is an example with the CTA at the end of what this video would look like. Obviously, you can play it, make sure that it looks good with the actual voiceover and all the B-roll. It's 13.8 seconds, so still under that 15 mark. If you wanted to render it, you just click render. Each video costs 5 credits to create. So here's an example of what a video like this, when you export it, looks like.
Ever struggled with a dusty keyboard or computer that's too delicate for traditional cleaning? Enter the compressed electric air duster. With its 3-gear, 51,000 RPM motor and cordless design, it's your ultimate cleaning partner.
So pretty good in my opinion, right? And the cool part of this software is, again, you can upload other people's assets, right? So like other popular TikTok videos, use portions of those. You can literally just use a URL and it grabs the product videos from that URL, all the information to create the scripts. You can use a combination of both. It does voiceovers, it does CTAs, it does great B-roll with actual text graphics on the screen. There's so much functionality of this. Obviously, it still takes a little bit of time, a little bit of consistency, and a little bit of trial and error testing. You still have to hit the product right. You still have to get the product market fit right. You still ultimately have to get a little bit lucky with the algorithm as well. But if you're using a software like this, it makes it so much easier for you to do so. It takes the time out of the equation that it would take you to actually record the video yourself, edit it, and go through that entire process doing it like literally 15, 20 minutes it used to take me to edit these videos. Because now you can do it in literally like 5 minutes to maybe even like 1 or 2 if you get good at it. It creates high quality videos so much easier and it barely costs you anything